Do you also suffer from a severe lack of replies on the apps? Struggling to even light the sparks of a meaningful conversation? Or simply can't find the right match for yourself? It's okay. Hold your heads up high, kings and queens. There is hope. But for now, let's come together and be entertained by other people's nightmare dating stories. Welcome back to The Wrong Side. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Kenny.
We don't know if this is the right side or the wrong side, but as long as this is the fun side, that's all that matters.
So today we'll be exploring the internet's most horrible nightmare dates.
And today we found this gentleman called Philan Martin, right, on TikTok. And he's going to take us through his journey of a Yochi date.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, Yochi is a frozen yogurt place. Has got different type of flavors, different type of toppings, fresh fruits whatsoever. It's the biggest craze in Australia for dessert, or even just for a snack.
Yeah, right now.
And let's get straight into it.
I'm like, sweet, this is going so well. Loving it. Chemistry's there. Pull into Yoch, stroll in. I grab the normal size cup, right? Like the small one. That's all you need. Anything else, outrageous. Middle cup, if you're grabbing that, it's like, okay, you must be really hungry. The big cup, that's just outrageous.
Bro, I'm telling you, if I was him, I would first suggest, hey, let's get a big cup but share. You know, we get different type of flavors, different type of yogurts, different type of toppings, right?
Yeah.
And so like, you know, she can grab a bite, I'll grab a bite, and we can play like, oh, let me feed you. Have you tried this one? You'll find. You know, just a bit more intimate, you know. Otherwise, it's just having separate cups, you know. I get my stuff, you get your stuff. We just go about our business, and it's just like,
It's like an interview.
yeah. It's like we're each of our, you know. There's no intimacy, you know. But if you share a big cup, you lean closer already.
Oh.
Yeah, smooth criminal. Anyways, let's continue.
Anyways, grab my cup. I see that my date grabs the big cup. I'm like, whoa, that could be an issue. Because realistically, I'm probably going to have to pay for this, and I'm starting to freak out on my shit. That could be a lot of money.
How much money would you spend on Yoshi? How much money do you usually spend on Yoshi?
Probably like $15.
Yeah, bro.
Max
Like,
20.
even if you fill up the cup and it overspills, it's probably gonna be like $50, $60.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe,
Right?
maybe.
Like, obviously, if we both get like cups that are overfilling.
I don't know if it's, yeah. Is $50 even possible?
Maybe next time. Next time we go to Yoshi, we see how like tall our cup can be.
Very
Oh.
reasonably rationing each thing. I feel like with Yoch, it's just a quick you know, you don't need much. I'm looking at my date.
Yeah, that's me, bro.
I mean,
keep it coming.
I mean, she just liked that flavor so much, maybe.
What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, chocolate.
Chocolate?
Chocolate, bro. I'm telling you, it's so rich.
Really?
It's so rich.
What's a good comparison to the type of chocolate like flavor? Would you say it's like Lindt level of chocolate, or would you say it's like Cadbury?
Lindt level.
Lindt level? It's Lindt level?
Dark-ish chocolate too, but not like 80%. Like a 50-something%.
You like your dark chocolate though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a bitch, so I don't like dark chocolate. I like it sweet. I don't like bitter, bro. You know, life is already bitter. You don't want to have
Make it
bitter.
more bitter.
Yeah, double it up. No.
I'm like no one needs that much frozen yogurt. That's just an absurd amount of yogurt. Like, you're not going to finish this. So anyways,
She just hasn't had dinner yet. Maybe that's her dinner.
Yeah, maybe you guys didn't go out for dinner. That's why, and that's why she wants to eat a lot for dessert.
Yeah.
Also, we can never complain about too much dessert, bro. Oh, so before we continue, my first date with Vanessa, we had dinner, normal dinner, obviously just whatever, right? And then we went to grab dessert at Max Joy Co. And Max Joy Co, bro, OG, before this ice cream bar, before this like different flavored Asian ice cream flavor stores popped up, there was Max Joy Co.
Yeah.
And there was an option where, actually, let me take a step back. When she went in, she was like, oh, maybe I'll grab matcha.
Yeah.
And then she asked, oh, what am I getting? And I'm like, oh, only one flavor? And she was like, what do you mean only one flavor? And I was like, well, we can get a tray of 6 flavors and we can all share, you know? You know what I mean? And so we got like sesame, got like honey, got like matcha. Bro,
Everything
so
is
good.
Asian inspired.
Yeah. It's so good, bro. 6 different flavors.
Do you get durian?
Of course, bro. Of course. But I had to get it like
Does she eat
put it in
durian?
the corner, you know.
Oh, she doesn't eat durian.
Nah, she doesn't eat durian.
Damn.
I know. Anyways, that's why I'm like such a big advocate of just share. You know what I mean? Anyways,
I fill up the cups. Mine's at a reasonable amount. I'm looking at it and I'm like, God, that's like fucking $40 already. I'm like freaking out. And I've just got back from Europe, so I don't have a lot of money. And then we get to the toppings. I'm like, all right, surely she'll ease up on the toppings. So then I'm filling up. I'm putting like a strawberry on at a time. You know, like when you scoop, you're doing like the little shimmy, like the little, just to ration
Wait.
that shit. I don't know if it's because I'm really
What? How do you-
poor.
How do you shimmer strawberries?
maybe it's cut diced into little bits of meat.
Like a little tiny.
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. He's like using like a toothpick to like. Meanwhile, she's like,
They need a twister.
yeah, yeah. And meanwhile, she's like scooping the shit out of it.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's rough. He must be at uni.
For sure.
He might
Dating
be
when
in
you're
uni.
broke.
Yeah.
It's like $40.
You make do with what you got, bro.
Would you pay $40 for your
the
date
frozen
as a
yogurt.
dessert? As a dessert. Like imagine if you went to dinner already, it's
Yeah.
like what? $30 per person.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would you pay for dessert too?
Oh, I'd have to. Like, if I asked her on a date and, you know, the mood's up, the vibe's up,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to, like, suddenly be the wet blanket, you know, and say, hey, let's just split this. You know?
Yeah.
It just means that I'm not interested anymore. It kind of puts the wall up, right?
Oof.
It's like, after dinner, maybe she's, like, happy and I'm happy already. And, like, wouldn't want to ruin the mood and be like, hey, let's just split this up.
Yeah.
I'd have to cop it. I'd be like, hey, I love this dynamic. I love this relationship so far. Let me just pay for everything for the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so I leave on a good impression as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I want a second date,
Yeah. Exactly.
you know?
Otherwise, she'd be like, this guy's stinky.
Yeah. Oh, but in uni though, right?
Dude. Especially when you're you're working like as in an underpaid job.
Yeah.
Like $10 an hour.
For that was me back then. Maybe after
What,
high school.
$7 an hour or something?
Started off at $8, cash in hand, and then after a week of like working 40 hours, I finally got up to pay bump of 20%.
Ooh.
$10
Oh,
an
wait.
hour.
I was like 10%. I didn't do the maths.
2025. So, yeah, dude. Bro. I mean, like, you'd have to eat bread for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Just save up for this event if you really love her.
Yeah.
I liked her. Anyways,
Damn.
would you pay that much for dessert after if you paid like $50-$60 for dinner per person, and given the fact that you were, let's say we transported you back to uni
Yeah.
and you were working a lot, but let's say you were only working 2-3 days.
Ooh. I probably wouldn't pay like $50 dinner twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
To start with.
I wouldn't be in that situation first of all. Time for Thai.
But like,
Dodi Padang, you know, just
like
get like
if,
a,
if I was,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I'll just eat ice soup,
yeah.
ice in water,
Dip bread in it. Dude.
ice in water for the rest of the month.
Yeah, nah, we have to think about like this, right? Like, if you want to find that true love, the one, you know what I mean? You gotta put some money in.
Exactly.
It's an investment. You
Yeah,
know?
you can just go for a walk
Yeah.
in the park every single time, right?
It's for happiness, you know. It's for it could be a lifelong thing, and this is where it starts.
Yeah, exactly. It's an investment.
It's an
It's
investment.
an S&P 500.
Yeah. Happiness plus 100%, you know. Anyways,
When I like put like my toppings on, it's really a reasonable amount. I look at her straight scoops, fucking scooping that shit on, like the strawberries and stuff. I'm like, fuck me. I'm maybe putting like one little waboba ball on there. Waboba ball? What are they called? Little go-go, little.
Side note, the popping thing is so good.
yeah. Is it
I
like
love
the
the
popping
popping-
pearls?
Yeah, the
What it
popping
is?
pearl thing.
Oh.
The best flavor. They have different flavor every single time.
What flavors have there been?
There's mango, strawberry, like blackcurrant. There's the best one is apple.
Apple.
Yeah,
So
apple.
like the simple
Green apple.
flavor is the best flavor.
Yeah, so good. I
Damn.
love that shit.
Also, like, when I go to Yoshi, I don't put every flavor under the sun. I like having things that complement each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have. There's like the jelly babies that go hard when you put it into frozen yogurt.
Oh yeah.
it
The
just gets
first
stuck in your
yeah.
teeth. You're like, bro, no, I can't.
But the rainbow candy, have you tried
I
it?
haven't tried it.
I
Is it the
broke
one
my
with like?
tooth.
Yeah. Is it the one where it's like
It's
got
like
like raw
this
sugar
long.
on it?
Yeah. It's like this long.
Oh.
It's like sour, I think.
And
But
it's
it's so hard because it's been sitting there for like a whole day.
That's nasty, bro. I like putting watermelon in
Ooh, healthy.
and the chocolate syrup. But oh yeah, before you say it's healthy, I put chocolate syrup.
Pistachio syrup.
Oh, sorry, it's the pistachio one. Sorry.
Pistachio
Yeah, yeah.
cookie.
Oh, so good. So good.
Permanent at Yoichi now.
I like the small mochi.
Oh, that's so
Is it
good.
strawberry mochi? Oh god, I could just have that.
Just
Yeah.
no frozen yogurt. Just
Just
toppings.
toppings. Anyways.
So then it comes to Pang, and it's the classic, are you guys together? And I was like, and you look at her, she looks at you. I was like, yes. Put it down.
So
Fucking
done at this
scale
point.
break in half. Like, oh my god.
Scale breaks in half.
$330. I'm just like, fuck.
300.
This sucks. Anyways, whatever. I'm kind of off at this point.
$300.
I've sort of got
Holy
the
shit.
ick. Don't want to be there. Eating mine.
And then the rest of the video, I think he just goes like talk about how she just eats a lot.
Yeah,
and
he's
he is like trying to like guard his food because she's also eyeing his food as well.
like, can I have some?
And so, yeah,
I'm not hungry.
I'm hungry, I swear. And then, no, but like, obviously it's an exaggeration that there's no way it would turn out to $300 because we just searched up like a quick Google search per 100 grams at Yoshi is like
$380.
$380,
Like $4. That's
$4, let's say. To eat
$300.
$300 is like 75 kilos.
No.
7.5 kilos.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, 7.5 kilos of Yoshi. And you're gonna have to like you're gonna break the whole machine, bro. You're gonna need multiple cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be like a factory line, dude. No. So yeah. Like, what would be the max you spend on dessert?
A dessert.
Like after dinner.
Not after dinner dessert.
Let's say vibes are up. You love hanging out with this person so far.
Are you eating dessert at the restaurant too?
Nah, you're going out.
Oh, going
Outside the restaurant.
outside. Probably $30
$30
for the two of us.
Yeah.
Like a
Reasonable,
Centuro
right?
or something.
Yeah.
Centuro. Oh, Centuro is so good.
Yeah.
Now I want Centuros.
Yeah, but nah, I'd say around the same, like $30-$40.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever experienced like triple-digit dessert.
That's crazy. That's a whole meal
Yeah.
plus more.
Exactly, unless it's already part of the meal. Then,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, fair enough, right?
That's fine dining at this stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine-
So
fine dining
it's not
range.
like, obviously this guy's exaggerating. It's not $300, but basically it was outside of his budget, right?
Yeah.
But it's funnily enough how he started off the date saying like it was all fun, it was like vibes and
Mhm.
stuff, and then
And
the
just
moment, yeah,
Downhill.
it went downhill after that. After she got the large cup.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough when you're dating within budgets.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be creative at that point.
Yeah, you have to. You
You
have
have
to find something that's you don't have to spend much money and you get to spend quality time together.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, like at the start of the video, I was like, dude, you guys should just share one cup. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like if you're, let's say, budgeted to like $50
Yeah.
because maybe you're in uni, work goes smudge, whatever, right? But you still like this person. Just share one large cup. You guys can get as like, because in Yoshi you can like get multiple flavors in
Yeah,
one
yeah,
cup.
exactly.
You can get like 4 different flavors, try different things, different toppings,
Exactly.
blah 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 blah, and then it'll be a fun
Get
day.
done with it.
Yeah, be done with it. You have one cup, you go, and then you go on the other side. You know what I mean?
You can try different flavors too.
Yeah. I feed you, you feed me. It's just it'll be more intimate. You will have more fun, but
Man, it's not creative.
yeah. But in those situations, it's just like when you're broke, you gotta be creative. You gotta come up with good ideas, creative ideas. Go for picnics, go grocery shopping,
Go for a walk.
go for a walk,
Arc Museum.
coffee
Gallery.
day. Like I know we just before we mentioned like we can't just go on walks nowadays. We can't just go have coffee dates. Sometimes people like they want to get pampered a bit. They wanna
Yeah.
go for proper dinners and proper desserts
Yeah.
and shit. But like when push comes to shove and you really like this lady, maybe if you do go for a walk, make it special. Do
Bring
something.
some flowers.
Bring
Get
some
some
flowers,
gifts.
get
Bring
some
some
gifts,
food.
some chocolate.
Some chocolate or whatever.
Exactly. Or like you said, go to a museum. Right.
Go to art gallery.
Art galleries.
And like roast the art or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, right? Say like you could draw that shit even though you can't. walk by the beach.
Go to IKEA, make some
IKEA.
puns on the product
So
names.
much, bro.
There's
So
so many stuff that you can
you
do
can play
on
in
the
the
budget.
future, you know, be like, oh, maybe too much. Okay, maybe not first date. But yeah, there's so much.
There's so much you can do,
Go
actually.
Costco,
Costco.
taste test everything, you know.
Exactly.
Anyways, so that's Phil Martin.
Philip Martin.
Flynn Martin. Flynn Martin.
Flynn Martin.
Giving us his nightmare dating story, or his, I guess, one of his first dates at Yoshi. And yeah, comment down below what you think of this story and how you would approach a budget-friendly date. Anyways, so this next one I found while scrolling through Twitter, and I was like, oh, Kenny's gonna love this.
Twitter, you mean X?
Oh, sorry, X. Elon Musk's X. And this post is by 6 Brown Chicks. And the post goes, never using online dating again. Last guy said he lived in a gated community. Prison. He meant prison. Gated community. Oh, bro.
Gated community.
I was like, initially, when I was scrolling, I was like, oh, gated community. That's mad. You know, this guy's rich.
Yeah.
The cars, the security guard at the front.
I mean, there's still security guards.
Yeah, there probably is cars there, but like prison cars.
Prison
You know?
guards.
Oh, dude, I couldn't go on it. Oh,
Like, how do you? I wonder how she find out.
probably like throughout the date.
It's like gate community. Yeah. Like, what is going to talk about?
Yeah, maybe he's out on parole or something.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, he's out on good behavior. I have no idea.
He found out he has an ankle monitor.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy though. Gated community and he meets prison. Oh, I'm just like, what the hell? Anyways,
Is that guy ex-lawyer or something?
ex-lawyer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What if it's financial crime?
Oh, that means she's smart.
Yeah, she's tat. You know what I mean? She can make money for you unethically.
Okay, she's a 10, but she is street smart.
Yeah, she's a 10, but she makes money unethically.
Oh,
Oof. Like, there's no drugs involved whatsoever, but it's like she moves money for people. You know what I mean?
is it
She
still
moves-
legal?
I mean, she's in jail, so clearly.
Oh,
it's not
never
legal,
mind.
right? Like, she moves money to like the Cayman Islands or whatever, like shell companies and whatsoever.
Yeah.
But obviously, she slipped up and she got arrested for financial crime.
Yeah.
But she's 10 out of 10. But she's a financial criminal.
8.5?
8.5. 10 again for me.
Oh,
Just don't get caught next time.
it's only illegal if you get caught.
Yeah. If the government doesn't do it, we can do it too. Oh, bro, like,
But that
Yeah.
means she's smart.
that means she's smart. Really smart. Good with her finances. You know? Yeah. Anyways, so after this, I have like maybe 3 stories
Okay.
for you to react to, I guess. Right? Some of these stories are just like first date stories, similar to what Flynn Martin was going through. And some of these were like, you know, actually ended up being, oh, actually, I wouldn't say they ended up being okay, but they got through it, let's just say.
Mhm.
So the first one goes, in summer 2006, I met a girl in West Hollywood and we went to dinner. She turned out to be way bigger than her pictures,
Oof.
insanely rich, and was Ozzy Osbourne's cardiologist's daughter or some shit like that, and had a nasty coke habit. The whole date she was doing cocaine in the bathroom and barely ate her food. Then afterwards we went back to her place where she visibly spiked my drink with her Mickey and then asked me to be her up or to tie her up, and then refusing to allow me to drive my car out of the garage, leaving me to wait in my car all night until the morning when I followed someone out. She called 3 days later to say I caused her miscarriage. Did not know she was pregnant.
What? The whole thing is just so random.
Right? Sometimes, like, America doesn't feel like a real place.
They think Australia is not real.
Yeah, they think
Look at America.
I'd rather face spiders and kangaroos and sharks than, like, people that will lock you up into a car, spike your drink, and drug you up.
She probably high the whole time,
Yeah.
like throughout the.
Or do you think OP is high as well, or do you think?
No. The date is high. I think the whole time.
I couldn't have dinner with a date and be like, seeing her walk back and forth, all coked up between, like, go to the toilets and
Yeah.
stuff, come back and just all high off her face. Like, at this point, it's just like, what's the point of this date? I'll just walk out.
I wonder if OP finds out during the date or after the date.
That she's
It's like, oh,
lying?
yeah, or like,
I'm sure.
or like the reason that she went to toilet is just, you know,
For coke.
for a line.
Or
Yeah.
for a line. I'm sure after the second time, I'll already be suspicious. I'll
It's
be
like,
like, what's that on your nose? You know, if she starts sniffing too much, then surely you can. No, surely you'd find out. But that's crazy though.
Bro,
That's
the whole story is so random.
Yeah. Again, could be rage bait content, could be fake. I have no idea, but like, that's out of this world. That's
Damn.
out of this world. Like, I couldn't imagine seeing her spike your drink, and then she asks you to tie her up, and then she basically traps you in her house or garage. It says, and you can't leave.
You can't leave, right?
That's
Shock her friend or something.
horrifying.
Yeah.
That's just horrifying. Like, bro, it's
It's like
kidnapping.
kidnapping.
Yeah, it is exactly kidnapping.
And they call 3 days later.
Yeah,
Cause a miscarriage. What?
Oh, dude.
So you can have a baby in 3 days? What?
No. Maybe she was already pregnant.
Ah.
Yeah, maybe she was already pregnant. Hence the comment, she was bigger than her pictures. Maybe,
Right, yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
We don't know. We don't know. But dude, what? She does coke causes miscarriage. Like, come on now. Is that obvious? Like, when you do drugs, you're bound to have a miscarriage. You're bound
Exactly.
to harm the baby in some way, shape, or form. That's a story to tell, bro. Like, if I went on a date and I told you guys a story, you guys would
Sorry,
think I
like,
made
no,
this
that's
up.
not real.
Yeah, exactly. You guys like, what TV show did you get this from? You know what I mean?
Did you get this from a dream
Yeah,
last
yeah.
night?
Oh, dude. Anyways, the next one.
Damn.
Met a guy for a walk and talk through my favorite park.
Okay,
We had
budget.
a nice, exactly, budget. Anyways, throwback. We had a nice vibe online and I had hopes we'd at least have a good time, even if we weren't attached. He was completely bizarre.
Mm.
Spent a lot of time trying to get me to believe he was some sort of psychic or wizard with magic powers.
You're a wizard, Harry.
But he was high. He must have been high off his face.
Harry
He must
Potter.
have, he must have been the girl's friend from previously. He must have been doing lines together. Anyways, asked for a ride to the bus station from the park. I had no idea he hadn't driven himself there and suddenly had to pee during the 5-minute drive. He wet his pants just before getting out of the car.
Okay, that's more normal than
Yeah, it's more normal getting kidnapped.
getting kidnapped.
When that's your baseline of normality.
Yeah.
To not get kidnapped, to not face a druggie. Oh, bro. Imagine, like, so far, like, the start of your date goes nice. It's just nice and chill.
Yeah.
You're vibing. There's good banter. And suddenly he starts acting like a wizard. Like he's the chosen one. Voldemort's chasing him or something.
I'm Harry Potter.
I'm Harry Potter. There's something you don't know about me. I'm actually the chosen one, you know?
I mean, maybe he's just trying to be funny. Maybe.
But he spends a lot of time trying to get me to believe that he
Yeah,
was some sort of psychic.
You think he's funny?
It's, like, he's trying, oh, dude, like, I hope I have that enough. Like, I hope I have enough self-awareness to realize when a joke is dying.
Yeah, it's
You know what I mean?
I should just stop now.
Yeah, I should just stop now. It's clearly not hitting. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you just be like, yep, okay, never mind. I'll move on to the next conversation.
Yeah. But I think he's just trying to be funny at this point. Maybe.
And he couldn't hold a piss for 5 minutes.
He probably doesn't want to hold the girls up, be like, oh, I have to pee first.
Why not?
I don't know.
And you rather pee yourself?
That's even more
Yeah,
embarrassing.
exactly. That's exactly. It's just like, nah, man. Look, if... Oh, no.
Is this real?
It's like, imagine none of this is real.
Rage bait.
Oh, bro. Like, there's no way you can't, like, hold your piss for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You
there's
should
definitely
be able
no
to.
second date.
Yeah. Obviously, yeah. There's barely even the first, right? It's like... Dude, you need to check your, like, bladder.
Exactly.
You should be able to hold for 5 minutes, no?
Yeah.
Dude, there was one time where I was coming back from the city, and the city is like a 40-50 minute train ride,
Mm-hmm.
right? For some odd reason, it doesn't hit, like, when the toilets are clearly available, you don't feel the need to go.
Yeah.
But when you're like 10 minutes into the train ride, you're like, ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
it's coming.
it's coming. But there's no toilets on the train.
shit.
So you have to hold, and it's one of those slow trains as well. And I'm like,
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's the worst. I don't know. How do you deal with it in those situations? Because for me, I like to fidget a lot. I like to move a lot.
I just get off the next stop.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah. I'd rather miss, like, get home later
You reckon?
than just holding.
What if you can't find a toilet at that stop? Let's say, for example, you end up at Clyde. Do you know the Clyde area?
Do they not? Don't they have toilet at every single station?
Or do they? Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I just pee in the garden or
I
something.
know the one in Toongabbie doesn't have a
Oh,
Hold on,
really?
Yeah. So not.
I just pee in the garden. There was a pee on the ground.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I'd have to hold it. So I held it that day.
Yeah. Oh,
Ran back home. And made it still. So if I could hold it for 40, 15 minutes, I'm sure you can hold it for 5 minutes. This guy was definitely off his face, like high off his face.
it's probably, yeah.
Trying to be a wizard and couldn't hold a 5 minute film.
Every single thing.
Yeah, everything was.
Every one of them is high.
Yeah. Wet his pants just before getting out. Imagine like he walks out of the car and you see his pants just soaked and dripping. That's rough, man.
The pants was like this before.
Yeah.
It was like this before.
Okay, last one. I met up with a girl from OkCupid. Okay, they need to stop meeting people from OkCupid.
I feel like that's a really bad app.
Yeah.
Dating app.
So far, they've met people from OkCupid, and none of them have gone well.
They're all nightmares.
Literally all nightmares. Whose photo was nothing like her in real life.
Again.
It's the same
Catfish.
guy. It's the same guy. No, it's not. So
In a bad way, then.
yeah, so anyways, I met up with a girl from OkCupid whose photo was nothing like her in real life, in a bad way. On the date, she spent about an hour telling me how she falls out with her friends all the time and generally being self-obsessed and uninteresting. I felt no connection, spark, and was polite, but said that I didn't want to see her again and made my excuses and left. 2 minutes after leaving, she texted me saying that she'd never met anyone like me and thought we had something special.
Oh.
I politely replied and let her know I didn't want to see her again, and she keeps texting, which I ignore as she isn't getting the message. A couple of weeks later, she sends me a string of abusive messages saying, "Why are all guys the same? You should put on your CV that you're a dickhead," etc., etc. All after one brief date.
Damn. She needs therapy.
Yeah, she needs betterhelp.com, you know? Wow.
She needs therapy.
Damn. I wanna hear her side of the story as well.
Yeah, is the guy really that?
Was the date that bad?
Yeah, right?
You know, maybe like, what did you guys do? You know, where did you guys go? How was your interactions? How were your conversations? Like, yeah, maybe the date did go stale. The date did go cold. But
Was
maybe
it
she saw.
chocolate? Because she talked about like her personal stuff on the first date.
Yeah, maybe maybe
She's
he's
being too comfortable.
Yeah.
On the first date, maybe
or something that he did that made her feel comfortable in order to
open up. Yeah.
and maybe she felt a spark, like she mentioned.
Mm.
And he was polite, right? He was polite.
Let me just listen to your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe she's gone through like a string of like heaps of men who were not polite on the
Mhm.
first date and just couldn't be bothered with the rest of the date.
Yeah.
And when she finally met someone who was polite,
It's like, oh,
wow, yeah,
wow.
was like refreshing. And so like someone who would listen, and listeners are rare as well.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
listeners are rare, especially when like
Attentive listener.
yeah, and maybe he was that kind of guy, and so that's probably why she really liked him.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, and then abusing him after is just
Damn.
bro, like,
Yeah, I wonder why your friend left you.
yeah,
Damn.
no wonder why like there's always fallouts with her and her
Yeah,
friends.
wonder.
And
Why
just-
do you leave me?
Yeah, like being self-obsessed and uninteresting is just that's too rough. I mean, like, she also sounds like she's never been said no to in her life.
Yeah.
Like going on first dates, you're bound to get rejected.
Well, there's 90% that you get rejected.
90% you won't get a second date.
Exactly.
It's already hard enough. Well, it was hard enough for me back in the day,
Mhm.
years ago, to get first dates and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You always get rejected. Conversations go stale. We couldn't even get to the point where asking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So you just have to accept it. The game's the game. You know what I mean? Like, in order to find that person that you really truly like or enjoy being with, you're gonna have to go through a number of people you won't get along with.
Yeah, exactly. And I
So
feel
yeah.
like she's pretty insecure about herself as well, because she is self-aware that she's being self-obsessed and uninteresting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
to those people out there that are going through like such like these things
Mhm.
that they are or hopefully are aware of and are hopefully working on, continue working on them.
Keep working on.
Keep
Yeah.
working on them. Be better. You know, don't always expect people to compromise for you
Mhm.
because they won't, right? You know, keep working on that self-obsession. You know, no one
Also
really likes
try
telling
to
it.
try to improve yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Be better, because at the end of the day, once you become the best version of yourself, it's when you've maxed out your attraction.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
People will find you so attractive. Let's say, for example, you bring like such an air of confidence. You are also an attentive listener. You're not self-obsessed. You're actually interested in what the other person does or what the other
Yeah,
person is,
exactly.
right? And they'll love you for that. You know, regardless of how you look, regardless of like how like whatever faults you may have. But yeah, so that's it for today's episode on exploring nightmare dating stories on the internet. If there's one thing that we can all take away from is be better, be that better person, develop yourself first before going out there and exploring and finding your significant other, potential significant other. Because again, like we said before, not everyone is willing to compromise for your faults, right?
Exactly.
But even if, let's say, for example, you're 80-90% the way there on becoming that best person, best version, that potential significant other will love you for that 10% that isn't perfect.
They would love you as a whole person.
Exactly. Again, comment down below your nightmare dating stories or like stuff that has happened to you on your first date, and please like and subscribe so you can stay updated for more.
We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.